Hi, I'm Mario, and welcome to the second episode of my Parks Explorer series. Today, we're going to do some bicycling, and we're over in the Schoodic Woods campground, and that's part of Acadia National Park. So I'm camping here in Acadia National Park. Acadia is actually, the way I understand it, the smallest national park in the United States. But at any rate, yes, we're in the state of Maine, Winter Harbor, Maine, and that's a little bit different than where you might be used to. Bar Harbor is really what Acadia National Park is known for. But I'm over here at the Schoodic Woods campground, and specific to the Schoodic Peninsula, they have about 8 miles of bicycle trails. 8.3 miles is what they say. And there's several waypoints at different intersections. And so the goal today is to hit up all those intersections and waypoints, and well, come along for the ride. I'm pretty excited. So I'm over here in Loop A, and what I'm going to do is head on over to one of the trailheads, which is actually over at the entrance to the campground. So I'm over here in Loop A, and I'm heading over to the ranger station right now. So I'm at the parking area for the ranger station, and the ranger station's right over here, but it's also an access point for the bike trails. So several trailheads are right over here, and so let's head on over. So the first thing I want to point out about these bike trails, these 8 miles of bike trails, are that there's a speed limit of 20 miles per hour, and you could certainly travel faster, but the point is that there's a lot of people accessing these trails, and obviously hikers have the right of way. But the other interesting point is that certain e-bikes are not allowed at all. For instance, class 2 and class 3 electric bicycles are not allowed, and that's an interesting thing. But here's the sign. So I believe the first stop off is going to be Frazer Point, and there's another parking area over there too. So they want to make sure that you follow a short list of rules, and they have a pretty decent map, and it seems like the trails are all marked really, really well. So let's get going. So this road here is actually the beginning of the loop that goes around the peninsula. So from this point forward, from Frazer Point forward, turns into a one-way, and it's a nice little scenic loop. It's not very long at all. But the reason why I'm pausing here is that just over here and to my right is Frazer Point, and then there's additional options to go on the bike paths, and that's over to the left, and so we're going to head over that direction right now. The trails continue off to my left, and then over here we're gonna head on over to Frazer Point. Yeah, and here's the entrance to Frazer Point. And so this is a really nice little day use area with picnic tables, restrooms, a dock that you can walk out on. And then, yeah, straight ahead is basically Winter Harbor. And actually, we're in Winter Harbor right now. The peninsula essentially is almost entirely part of Winter Harbor. So when I first got here, it was raining because of tropical depression Elsa, and I actually came out here, walked over here. It was pretty nice, walked in the rain. This is a pretty nice little area here. And so there's some information boards, restrooms. As you exit Frazer Point, there's a trailhead, but I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna circle back to the other point that we broke off from and see if there's a sign over there. So what I'm looking for are these waypoints. We left waypoint number 1, and I want to head over to waypoint number 2. And behind me over here, there's a trail, but when I look at the map, it indicates that that's not the trail to get to waypoint number 2. Now you can look over my shoulder at the map here and kind of see what it is I'm referring to. So we're right here, and we started off over here at the number 1 waypoint, and I want to get over to the number 2 waypoint. And it seems like Buck Cove Mountain is in between us and that waypoint number 2. So I'm going to circle back up to the ranger station, and then we're going to branch off onto the appropriate road. All right, so here we are at waypoint 1, and right over there, I mean, just right over there, that's where the parking lot is. This is that right-hand turn that we took, and then this is waypoint 1. And then, so directly out that way should be the path to waypoint 2. Let's see how easy it is. The signs are awesome. Looks like we got an intersection coming up here. I don't see a sign though. Oh, hang on. So apparently I spoke too soon. This is waypoint number 2. So we'd have to study the map. Now the map does have little mileage indicators, so studying the map certainly helps. So I want to hit all the waypoint numbers, but there's also points of interest all throughout. So let's see how much we can take in today. I want to go to Schoodic Harbor. Don't ask me to try to pronounce it correctly, but at any rate, so instead of taking this left turn here behind me, I'm just going to keep going straight out this way. And yeah, Schoodic Harbor. Going straight is going to take us out to the east side of the Schoodic Peninsula, and so we might have to do some backtracking, but I do want to, you know, let's take a look at the Atlantic Ocean. Why not? So one thing that I've noticed is that a lot of the trailheads, even the hiking trailheads, I mean, they're all marked really well. So here's an example of one right here. You know, this one here indicates the trail that you're on, and then also this footpath here, this other trailhead here. This one happens to go down to Blueberry Hill, so almost a 3-mile hike if you want to look directly east at the southern point of Schoodic Peninsula. You can take this footpath right here. Okay, so I'm over here at waypoint number 4. Just behind me is waypoint number 3, and it's just a fork in the road. I stayed to the right, and so you can turn left and kind of go uphill. That's number 3 behind me. And I didn't see a sign, but we're gonna circle back over to that. Right now, like I said, we're at waypoint number 4, and just like these other posts, they all indicate the trail names and point of interest signs and whatnot. So at any rate, what we're going to do is let's head down this way, then we'll come back up, and then we can try to head down this way, and then backtrack up to waypoint number 3. So let's go see if we can see the coast. And so this little loop here at Buck Cove is one point of interest. And so what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to go this direction, but I'm going to go off this direction here, and then there's a road directly in front of me. So let's head that way. Okay, so as I mentioned, there's a scenic loop that kind of goes along the peninsula, and so this is the one that you can drive on, but you don't want to go the wrong way. That includes bicycles, so you got to follow the path, and that's why I went to the right. And then so let's see what we can see over here to my left now. I really like this. If I would have turned left there at the loop, then we would have wound up right here. Okay, so because I don't want to disobey the traffic rules and go the wrong way on the road, I'm going to take this opportunity to head back up and go to waypoint number 3. No, I'm sorry. So I'm going to take this opportunity to head back up and go to waypoint number 4, and there's another outlook we can branch out from to when we get there. Let's head that way. Okay, so here we're right back at number 4, and so I'm going to turn right and see what we can see down there. Okay, yeah, so I don't really think there's much of a point of interest over at this area, but there is parking here in this area here. And so this could be a spot that you could drive to and then bicycle up if you want to go uphill first and then come back down. But at any rate, let's head over here and let's actually see what is over there at the road. So there is a little turnout. I'm going to cross the road and get to that turnout. Oh! All right, so this is very cool. This is where the road becomes two ways again. So if you wanted to, yeah, you could head out that direction and then get back over to the parking area right over here. And if you wanted some ice cream, I don't know, maybe a hot dog or something, there's not too far down the road there's a couple stores. And yeah, wow. So let's check this out. All right, so the objective here is to go past waypoint number 4, back up to waypoint number 3, and then turn right at waypoint number 3. Follow that out to waypoint number 5. Got all that? So I think we're coming up on waypoint number 4 right now. So we're leaving Wands Creek Harbor. That's where we're over at that parking area and the other lookout. And really, it's not that much further to get to waypoint number 3. Now this is that one that I passed up, so I didn't film this one before. And I didn't see a sign for it. So that's something to keep in mind, that the signs can fall down. Here we are. All right. So that was waypoint number 3, and we're off to number 5. Oh, and lo and behold, here's waypoint number 5. Okay, well, apparently Bunkers Harbor is closed, and that's too bad. The way I understand it, there was a storm actually from a few weeks ago, several weeks ago. I don't really know exactly when. It is mid-July. I don't even know when it is. I don't think it's the 15th yet. Maybe it is. It's mid-July 2021, and so at any rate, it looks like we're taking a left turn here at waypoint number 5 because we can't turn right. I'm leaving waypoint number 5, so that would have been not even a 2-mile round trip. It's like 0.8 of a mile to get down there to the cove. That's too bad. So you could definitely spend an entire day walking this Schoodic Peninsula. Okay, well, this looks familiar. And I guess this is waypoint number 2. Indeed. So I'm going to double check my map. Okay, so here's the deal. So we couldn't get to number 6 from where we were at waypoint number 5 because of the road closure. But I'm going to double back, go over to the past the ranger station, past number 1, and head on over to waypoint number 7 and see if we can't loop back up the ridge and back around. We'll see what may have, you know, maybe we can go around the reason for the closure. So we're coming up on waypoint number 1. So obviously we've been here before, but like I mentioned, I want to go past this and past the ranger station. So we got the parking area and the ranger station right here. So that's where you would check in to get your camping spot. Well, I mean, you make your reservations online, but that's the camping check-in. So yeah, and now that I'm here, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get to waypoint number 7. Okay, well, as best I can tell, I just keep going straight forward here. So I wanna cross over the main entrance to the campground and just go straight ahead. Essentially, this trail is going to parallel the Scenic loop that you can drive your cars on. And then when I get to waypoint number 7, I'm gonna make a right-hand turn. Wow, yeah, trail closed. This is number 7. So I wanted to turn right over here, and the trail says closed. Wow. Okay, I guess we can take a left-hand turn and I can show you the road. Yeah, so it shouldn't be too much further, and then we're gonna get to the road, which essentially is the entrance to the Winter Harbor campground, and also the Scenic drive for the Schoodic Peninsula, all part of Acadia National Park. And I have to tell you, I really like this place. This is when I got here, and I mean, it was raining when I got here, and I just started feeling giddy. You know, it was just like, wow, I finally got to a nice place to hang out and explore. And I have to say, I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it a lot. So at any rate, let's see where the road's at. So the main road is right here, right ahead of me. Well, not the main road, but the access road to the campgrounds, and it's also turns into the one-way Scenic drive. And then so directly off that direction over there, that would be the highway. All right. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video here. It didn't go as long as I wanted it to. How do I rephrase that? I didn't cover as much ground as I had anticipated with that closure to get up on. There's a couple interesting bike paths that are higher up above the campground there. But at any rate, I definitely enjoyed it. I'm loving it here. And I wanna bring some more some more Park Explorer episodes of Acadia National Park, and so stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching, everybody, and take care.